Shameless Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that, the opening important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am, a rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And while I never did reviews of Shameless on this channel before when the show was airing, I did do a Shameless series finale rant when the series finale aired. So if you've watched every single episode of Shameless, all 11 seasons, and want to jump ahead a little bit, click right here with about 20 seconds left to go in the video. It's the end screen. That will be the link to my Shameless series finale rant. It's one of my most popular videos on this channel. But aside from that, this will be Shameless Season 3, Episode 3. The title of this episode is called, May I Trim Your Hedges? And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. Close-ups of everyone sleeping. V still awake. She never went to sleep. The house is so quiet. And then Fiona shouts, "Kids, breakfast!" Nanny Frank to the rescue for Sheila and Jody. Frank is going to take Jaime to his doctor's appointment. Kev's wife, Cheryl, slept in V and Kev's bed. Oh boy. Some cashier flips out on Fiona and Debbie at the grocery store, all because Debbie wanted to use multiple coupons. Fiona asks the manager about a job. It seems like he wants Fiona to blow him to get this job. Frank goes to the alibi with Jaime, poked Jaime with a thumbtack so it looks like he took him to the doctor to get a shot. Some weirdo was jerking off on the bus looking at Debbie. An officer comes to the house to ask Debbie questions about the pervert on the bus. Fiona decides that the manager isn't going to get away with this at the grocery store. She wants to get a camera from V, a webcam. Lip and company go to beat up some pedophiles. Turns out Blake Collins was a hot female that got involved with one of her students because they had something together. V hates Kevin's ex, Cheryl. That isn't actually... He's not even actually divorced from her yet, technically. Frank tells Carl that he has cancer for a scam of his to meet the Chicago Bulls. Frank shaves Carl's head and mentions that it's head lice. And then Lip goes back over to Blake Collins' place and asks to trim her hedges, the episode title. Ian's a little confused that Mickey fucked a female named Angie. Lip asks Blake Collins for a drink and perhaps a sandwich. Jimmy and Estefania try on wedding stuff and take pictures. Cheryl and Kev have a drink at the alibi. Her kid, Kyle, may be Kev's. Fiona blackmails Bobby, the manager at the grocery store, into getting a job and the hours that she wants. Thanks to help from V, Lip and Blake Collins start to get it on. She wants to use peanut butter. He's trying to set her up, but he can't resist all this. Lloyd, a.k.a. Jimmy's dad, goes to visit Ian at the store, and Ian tells Mickey he's an old dude that he fucks. Or actually, Ian tells Mickey that he's just an old dude that he fucks, and Mickey may be a little jealous. Kyle, Kev's potential kid, and Debbie hang out. He tells Debbie she's pretty, and he eventually kisses her. Blake Collins actually shaves Lip's groin area, as pubic hair is no more. Frank's going to get Carl into cancer camp. Estefania forces Jimmy to finger her, even though his fingers didn't go in. He just was touching that area and made him grab her tit, and she actually has an orgasm while Jimmy doesn't. He's not even doing anything. She's forcing this upon him. Fiona and V drink some Tito's. Fiona flips out on Kev, tells him he's dumb if he doesn't see what's going on here with Cheryl. Mickey beats up Lloyd due to him being, I think, jealous that he's hanging out with Ian. Lip uses the peanut butter on Mandy. She wants to give him a BJ, but he turns it down. Mandy, of course, tries anyway and notices he's not even hard and notices there's been a little manscaping down there. And she figures out what happened and is pissed. She leaves. Kev tells V he wants to know his kid and she can't have a problem with that. He doesn't care about Cheryl. She's just a memory now. Now, he would never leave V. She's got to know that. And Fiona, hearing this, gets very emotional because, how powerful their relationship is. And then Cheryl comes in and gets mad that Kev chose V, a woman with a bunch of dildos in her drawer. And she breaks the news that Kyle isn't even Kev's kid. It was just a ploy to try to get back with Kev. It's her sister's kid. And V and Cheryl start to fight. Not the TV, though. They go at it pretty hard, though. And V actually gets Cheryl in a lock where she's forced to sign the paperwork, the divorce paperwork. And then Cheryl leaves, and Kyle stays behind. Debbie is happy and invites him over for dinner. Mandy goes to Blake Collins' place and tells her she's moving tonight. Calls her a sick bitch. She is having a grave dug for her if she doesn't leave before it's done. Tick-tock, kid fucker. Jimmy gets home and Fiona says he looks a little stressed. And Fiona cries to him a little bit about Kevin V and says that she trusts him. Says that's a bigger deal than I love you. And then we have a mid-credits scene of Blake moving and Mandy with a shit-eating grin like, haha, bitch, you're out of here. And that's the end of this episode of Shameless. So I like this episode a lot. It was pretty good. I'm going to give the episode an 8.7 out of 10. And my female character of the episode, I'm going to give it to V. And my male character, I don't know if I want to go Kev, or Lip. They both had solid moments in this episode. So I'm actually going to make it a tie because just flip a coin. Give it to whoever the coin lands on. So that's my opinion of this episode of Shameless. Good stuff all around. I'm actually really enjoying this now. At first I was a little like, I got to cover this show now, but I'm starting to get really into it. I know it doesn't last this long. It starts to tail off and get shitty, but right now it's going pretty good. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, what are you waiting for? Hulk smash that like button. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are. What would you score the episode, and whom would be your male and female characters of the episode? If you want to talk about any moments of the show, that's fine. And then, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.